So today I'm going to explain section number 4.4, which is factoring quadratic expressions, is 4.4. And this, the last part, is going to be contained in the test. Test chapter 4, part 1 is going to be 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, and 4.4. And actually from 4.4 is just half of it, because I think it's I want to take 4.4 like a slow pace. So I'm just going to include the first part of 4.4. And this one is called factoring quadratic expression. What is factoring? So when you have a multiplication of two numbers, for example, if I want to find factors of 9, it's an idea. When you have, for example, factors of a number, let's say you have number 9, factors of number 9. We say 1 times 9, those are two factors of number 9. Or also can be 3 times 3, right? Or 9 times 1. But these are factors of number 9. 1 times 9 or 2 times 3. Well, now we're going to be factoring quadratic expressions. I think it's going to help. Okay, now I wanted to remember when we are multiplying binomials back in algebra 1, multiplication of binomials, what do you do? Two binomials. When you're multiplying, for example, let's say you have x plus 2 times x plus 3. So when you're multiplying two binomials, we use something that is called FOIL. So FOIL, just to review this, like it's something that you already know. FOIL means first, outers, inners, and last. And the last one. So last. So for example here, the first ones will be these two. First with first, right? That will be the first one. So we go x times x is x squared. Then it says here the outers. The outers are going to be the ones out of it, you know, at the end, the very first one and the very last one. So the outers. So I'm going to be this one with this one. So outers. So go x times 3, 3x, positive 3x. All of them are positive. I just wanted to review the process of FOIL for you. And the next one will be the inners, the two in the middle. Inners, I'm going to use, for example, I'm going to use this kind of purple. Inners will be including the signs, right? This one and this one. So 2 times x is 2x plus 2x. And the last ones, which is, will be, I'm going to say, the last ones are the two of this one plus this one are the last ones. And for inners, for 4. So that will be 2 times 3, which is 6, plus 6. And then we combine that term, which in this case will be x squared. And then these two combined will be 5. And then plus 6. This is a process of foiling. We're multiplying binomials. Okay, now I want to go in the reverse process. Like it's saying, they're going to give me this. And I have to find these two factors. See, like in the previous example that I gave you, we have 9, they give you the answer, and tell you what are the factors of this. Well, we have a number, it's easier, you know, say what are the factors of 9, or 2 numbers give me 9, when I multiply 1 times 9, or 2 times 3. But in this case, we have a polynomial, this is a trinomial, it's a quadratic trinomial. So what do I do here to find this back? What is the reverse process? And that's what we're covering today. For example, if I want to factor x squared plus 5x plus 6, this factor x squared plus 5x plus 6. I want to factor this. The process here is we're going to get factors of 6. Factors of 6. That 6 is 2 times 2 gives me 6. I need 2 factors of 6. That when I add those 2 factors, I get 5. See? When I multiply those 2, it's 6. And when I add them, I get 5. So we're going in the reverse process, like I said. So think about factors of 6. This is number 6. So factors of 6. So I can say, okay, 1 times 6 gives me 6. And this is positive, so the answer is going to be positive because both numbers. The multiplication has to be positive here and positive here. So 1 times 6 is 6. But if I add these 2, do I get 5? No. So what do the 2 factors, other 2 factors? That'll be 2 times 3. These factors give me 6 if I multiply, but if I add them, do I get 5? Yes. Okay, that means this is exactly what I need. So this is going to be the step. So equals to open these 2 factors. And you're saying the first 2 have to give me x squared. So x times x is x squared. The last 2 have to give me 6 and the sum 5. This is it. So I have to do plus 2 plus 3. And those are the factors. See? So we highlight this answer, and that's the answer. You guys gonna have a notes for this. I'll have it ready next class. I'll give it to you. The summary of this, the steps to find it. Let me grab 4.4. And 4.4, of course, has more stuff, like I said. It has more stuff, but what we're doing right now is part only from 1 through 10. You're gonna like this because this is easy. You know, only the first part. And then we have more techniques to learn. And that is something that, you know, it takes time. So we're gonna have a couple of days to go through this process and enjoy it because it's fun. Next part, let's see, for example, here, I have some problems. I would like to do this one. This is your practice. So I'm going to get one from the book. Say, for example, here, I have x squared plus 3x plus 2. Problem number 1. It's a practice. Problem number 1. This is factor each expression x squared plus 3x plus 2. X squared. Okay. See, here we go. This is important for you to know that this works when you have the coefficient of x equals 1. So you have 1 here. There's no number here. That means a hidden 1. Like that. The technique that we're learning today, the skill that we're learning today is only for these cases. When you have 1 in front of the x squared. Okay, so in this case, we have to find 2 numbers, factors of 2, that add to 3. So start with 2 is equal to 1 times 2, bingo, that's what they are. 1 times 2 gives me 2. And 1 plus 2 is 3. So no problem, right? These are the numbers. So I am going to say, these are going to be my factors. The first 2 have to give me x squared, so it's x times x. And then the numbers that I found that they satisfy both conditions, factors of 2 that add to 3. So 1 times 2. So I just have to write plus 1 plus 2. What if I have a negative number somewhere? For example, let's say x squared minus 3x plus 2. Let's say I have another practice here. Problem number 2. X squared, I said, minus 3x plus 2. Okay, so I know that I can start with doing this. I know x and x has to be x squared. Now I need the numbers. I need factors of 2 that they are negative 3. They are negative 3. So I have to start with 1 times factors of 2 that add negative 3. Oh, okay, now I have to deal with signs here, right? So if the answer is positive, multiplication of those two numbers have to be positive. That means both signs have to be the same sign, right? Because positive times positive gives positive 2, and negative gives also negative, positive 2. So I need factors of 2. I can say 1 times 2 is 2. If both are positive, which is one of the situations can give you positive 2, it's okay. But does this give me negative 3? No. Then the other situation has to be both of negatives. So negative and negative. See? Then we have negative 2 plus negative 1 is negative 3. So the only thing I have to do is put it right here, negative 1, negative 2. And that's the answer. We saw one more, and then I let you guys practice. This is right here. Sorry. So number 3, one more. What if both of them are negatives? For example, problem number 3. Right here, I have both of them negatives, and this is x squared minus 5x minus 14. X squared minus 5x minus 14. I know that both factors have to have x as a term. X times x. Percent x times x is x squared. So that's why you have to have x and x in the first place. Now I need factors of negative 14 that they add to negative 5. So factors of negative 14 that add to negative. Okay, so I'm going to start with all the possible answers. If I start in order all the time, try to start in order. 14. The answer has to be negative 14. So let's deal with this as factors. And then think about the possibilities of getting negative 14 and negative 5. So 14, factors of 14 is 1 times 14. I know the one of them is negative. Obviously this one has to be different signs to get negative 14. But now the answer has to be negative 5. Say for example, if I put negative 1 here and positive 14, I get negative 14 when I multiply, but I get 13 when I add, and I don't have 13. Actually, the answer is negative 5, so that means the highest number has to be the negative, right? Negative sign. So, in this case, negative 14 doesn't work because I haven't, when I added negative 13, and it's not the case. So this one doesn't work. Let's see what the next possibility is. 14 equals to 2 times 7. If I change the sign, I need to negative 14 here, but at the same time when I add negative 5. Opposite signs, and the highest number has to be negative. So this is positive, right? And this one has to be negative. So now, if I multiply these two numbers, do I get negative 14? Yes, I'm negative 14. I get that. And if I add these two, I get negative 5? Yes. So the answer is positive 2 and negative 7. So let's come over here. Now, how do we know if we're doing this right? You know, we have done 3 examples. In order to know if you're doing it right, remember factoring is a reverse process of multiplying. So just multiply and you have to get this one back. So how do we multiply? Using FOIL, the FOIL method, which I illustrated at the beginning of the class. And then FOIL it and you can check your work. Okay, I hope this helps you. And I'll highlight this all the time. That really helps me when I check the work. So